first of all, it was a real good hockey game. I thought both clubs competed from opening face-off right to the end. If it wound up a 3-3 game, where it was back and forth score-wise, it would have felt better about it. But giving up 3 goals in the last 13 minutes of the period, to only get 1 point out of this game was a bit demoralizing, to say the least. I felt that, once again, Karen Milan gave us a great night and deserved a better fate. Made a couple of huge mistakes to give them their. In reality, we made 3 huge mistakes that gave them 3 goals. They got some other really good opportunities. I think they had 2 grade A shots the entire third period. And in that third period, they scored them both. A horrible non-back check on Harrington's goal. It was the tying goal. Bad play on the 4-on-4 play by a defenseman stepping up, and then bad play by a wing, leaving their defenseman all alone for a guy he should have been all over him from the get-go. So miscommunication or not being as alert as we should be. I don't know, this club has a tendency to relax sometimes when they get up. It's never over. And Vermont, especially against us, they play us harder than they play anybody in this league, I think. Vermont made sure that they kept coming for 60 minutes. Without those mistakes, even during the last 13 minutes of the third period, I thought we played pretty well. We got a bunch of good opportunities, a bunch of good grade A's, but tough to give away that point. A real well-earned point by Vermont, and that doesn't feel quite as good for us. I thought Adam Clendenny had his best game in a few years. I thought he played great tonight, not just because he got a goal, but because he just looked sharp and moved the puck and played great defensively. I thought most of our defensemen played pretty well. Once again, I thought that Sean Escobedo was playing extremely well, and he had a great night again tonight. Good effort by most guys. Good effort by everybody most of the game. We've been saying that over. It's a game of mistakes, though. When you make a mistake, sometimes it goes in the net. Questions?
So you don't think this is a similar situation to the Harvard game?
No. I told them in the dressing room. I thought we played pretty hard. It wasn't. We were just looking to get out of there, and all of a sudden we lost the game. The Harvard game looked a little bit better because we outshot them badly, and we were down 3-1. We came back. But in general, we get up 4-3 against Harvard, and then we really went to sleep in that game. We kind of panicked in that game too. This game, I thought we played. Do what we had to do, except make sure they didn't get 3 goals.
What was the mood on the bench after the 3rd goal? Was it, let's get the 4th one, or was it kind of deflating?
Let's win the last 5 minutes. Win the 5 minutes, win the game. We obviously couldn't do it.
The amount of youth on this team, is it hard for them to kind of take that attitude after giving up on this 3-goal lead?
No, I think they give up 3 goals because of the attitude. I don't think that's. I think it's just the opposite. They have I'm sure it'll roll off and they'll come back tomorrow.
So as a group, they're at that point where they can use mistakes to motivate them, not really get down on them.
I hope they don't get down. As I say, I'm not aggravated with my team tonight. I hope they don't get down. They got to get even. They got to come back and play better tomorrow. It's important that we get points tomorrow night.
And how was Megan's ankle coming into the game?
He played well tonight. Made a couple of bad decisions with the puck that could have cost us, but in general, he played a very solid game. And he was probably 90%. Be interesting to see if he can go tomorrow.
I'm going to touch on this in your remarks. How important is it for Sahir Gill to start getting going again?
I think it's important for Charlie Coyle to get some goals, for Sahir Gill to get some goals, for Chris Conley to get some goals. It's important for those guys that have been a little bit of a slump to get going. And it was nice to see Sahir get one tonight.
Can you go a little bit more in depth about Clendenny and how he's changed recently? He's on a 40-point streak. Seems to have really picked up his game.
I think he's changed, not just recently, but since the break. I think in the second half he's been really, really solid. And I think it all started when he was really pressuring himself and putting all kinds of pressure on himself, trying to look real good so he could make the junior team, trying to impress people he thought were in the stands watching him. And and it really tied him up in knots the first semester. He's not the first guy that happened to. Once that one tied the bullet, he came back and just started playing hockey. Right now, he's playing fabulous. Fabulously. I think fabulously.
Anything else?